Hey now, I'm Whit. Welcome to the channel. Today, a Pagani Design watch. I've been waiting a couple of months, hanging on to it to open this package and show you what's inside. I'll explain more on that a little later, but first, let's just rip it on up. Oh, wow. Yes. Look at that gradient dial. Oh, I'm digging that. Let's get it all out of the wraps. There we go. And man, I just kept it in the box for you. I didn't show you. Look how thin this is. That is the selling point on this watch. This is super thin. 7 millimeters in total thickness from the bottom of that thin case back you see there to the top of the sapphire crystal, which is flat. 7 millimeters. Wow. That's pretty cool. I mean, obviously, this is a quartz watch. You may have seen it ticking 1 second increments there, but you know, again, still though, I think that's just super thin, and just to have this kind of integrated sports watch, kind of integrated bracelet look to it, as thin as that is, it just looks nice. Now, this may be a familiar design to you. Of course, this is a Vacheron 222 homage, at least kind of close to it. You're not seeing a Pagani logo here in the right corner of the case, but other than that, it looks pretty similar. Now, you may have seen this bracelet sitting here in the corner. I'll explain. So the reason I've had this for a couple of months is they sent this when the watch first came out, and then all of a sudden they said, whoa, 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 hold off. Just hang on to that. We're going to send you a new bracelet because that is version 2. So immediately with this butterfly clasp, they were having complaints or, you know, inquiries about sizing, that people couldn't get a good fit. So what they went ahead and did is they changed to version 2 now has half links here. So you see these two closer to the clasp, those are half links to make for better sizing, whether you take out one, you know, or two or what have you. It just gives you more options on getting a better fit than having full links all the way through. So that, to best of my knowledge, is the only difference between version 2. So here you see I just had the bracelet on the side and saved the package to open in front of you. But that's the only difference. So version 2, when you order now, has this bracelet on it instead of this one to feature those half links for better sizing. But for the purposes of this video, I'll go ahead and continue to show you everything on this bracelet since that is the only difference. So let's talk about this PDYS020. It's got that blue gradient dial, as you see there. It does come in some other dial colors as well, and different case and bracelet colors too. This is a 316L stainless steel case and bracelet, and you've got a sapphire crystal on top, as I mentioned, and you see the elephant in the room there. That's the only thing I don't like about this immediately is putting sapphire, you know, in script on the dial. I kind of think that's unneeded. I would rather just, I mean, I know the symmetry, you know, it balances out between that logo on the top, but honestly, I think I'd just rather see logo only and skip that script down there. Now, you do have a push-pull crown, and it is signed with the Pagani Design logo, very thin as well, to match that case. And it is a snap-on case back, again, going for the thinness here overall. But they're showing 100 meters of water resistance. Now, for me, I'm going to count it as 50. That's the way I'm going to treat this one. You want to get that sticker off? Ooh, nice. Good looking solid case back there. You see the Pagani Design logo with a little bit of brushing on the outside edge as well. And we've got some specs. I see there's stainless steel, you've got 100 meters, and the model number, and then Pagani Design at the bottom. Now, this Pagani quartz is using the Seiko VJ21 quartz movement, known for being in very thin watches. The movement itself is only 2.8 millimeters thick and 3.8 millimeters when you include the handset to the top of the pinion. So that's the reason for this movement. It features hacking. It's got about a 3-year battery life. I can't really find accuracy ratings on it, but it's one of those Seiko quartz movements that's going to be super accurate. You know, generally plus or minus 20 seconds per month. And you can see from the indices and the handset, those white strips, that'll be your lume plot. This is supposed to have C3 luminescence. We'll check that lumen a little bit here, but first let's check all the measurements. Got a case diameter of 37.2 millimeters, a lug-to-lug of 44.8 millimeters, but that's kind of out the window with this integrated bracelet. Yeah, I mean, kind of coming in at 53 millimeters, but again, I'm measuring really far down here. If I measure right where the male end links are, it's 48.5, so that's probably a little more realistic. That's not too bad for how curved or wide this bracelet seems to look. So again, this measurement's kind of out the window here, but your lug width, 25.7. That's just the widest spot where it meets the case. And if you were to find any aftermarket straps that could work, it's about 14.5 millimeters, the actual lug width where it connects to the bracelet. But you'd have to experiment on your own because I'm not quite sure with this pin system how that's gonna play out. And here's the showstopper, 7 millimeters thin, as promised. Wow, that's nice. And the crown comes in at about 5 millimeters in diameter. And by the way, that bracelet tapers to 18 millimeters at the clasp. And the watch weighs about 110 grams with all links on the supplied bracelet. And still to come, I'll try it on, plus we give you that lume shot, but let's just walk around the watch a little more and get into a little more detail. So some of the finer points, like the brushing, you can see here on the mid case, you've got horizontal brushing and it meets a polished chamfer. That bezel has got some little scallops in it. Again, that's to match the original watch design. It is a fixed bezel, it does not rotate. You see radial brushing throughout it. Now the top of the case has vertical brushing, which is nice because that continues to flow down through to the integrated bracelet. You see that vertical brushing there as well. And a nice touch on this bracelet is there's polish between the links. So that does give you a little bit of depth or dimension and a little bit of bling to kind of add to that brushed effect. And taking a closer look at the dial, you can see there's fine brush marks that go vertical as well on the dial itself. So you see that blue having a nice flow through to a complete vertical brush. And it's a gradient dial, so you see the darker around the outside edge where the minute track is, the indices, and then it flows a little bit to provide more blue. Now in person, it has a bit more of a gray look than a darker black around the outside edge. So that's something where the camera is playing a little trick here. I think it actually looks a little better on camera than in person. It just has a bit more of a gray look where it starts to fade into the blue. All right, let me try it on. But first, today I'm wearing my Citizen Eco Drive 200-meter diver. Man, this watch has been through a lot with me. As you can see, I mean, it is beat up, and I have earned every bit of these scratches and dings. I'm due for a new crystal and Cyclops. Oh, that's sharp. Man, I love that. Very nice. So this is just the original bracelet and not sized for me yet. This is not the version 2 bracelet. It's got the half links like shown. But again, just showing you just a quick reference of what it looks like on my 8-inch wrist. And again, there is some room there for the sizing. And man, that bracelet is nice. That's got a great integrated look. This is one of those 37 millimeter diameter watches that I can get away with because I think everything looks bigger here because of the width of the lug, or the essential lug, and just the overall lug-to-lug length from the integrated bracelet too. I mean, I don't think that looks small on me at all. So be a little bit cautious of that. If a 37 millimeter usually fits you perfectly, that it may appear a little larger, because again, that's 37 millimeters on an 8-inch wrist, and that would normally look really small on me. I don't think this does. Ooh, look at this. That's a decent lume for Pagani. We're getting a logo only on the dial, and for Pagani, decent lume. That's nice. So again, this is C3 green luminescence, and it looks like it could be fading a little right now. But man, for Pagani, I'll take it. This looks pretty crisp. So the Pagani Design PDYS020 runs about $75 US, but check the link in my description down below for the current sales price. Wow, super thin. I mean, this is a quartz I can get into. Such a fun design. To have this at an affordable price, I just think is like one of the reasons we like AliExpress watches, right? Bringing this to the people. What do you think? Leave your comments down below. And if you got time, maybe check out a couple of these videos. I'll see you over there. I'm Whit with so many watches, so little time. and money.